And slither around because we're playing Slither. So you have to slither while you're playing Slither. Otherwise, it's false advertising. Yum, 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 yum. So anyway, thanks to everyone who showed up on my stream today. It's awful awesome of you to be here. Yum, 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 yum. Alright, where's the middle of this thing? Okay, I'm kind of the bottom right-hand side of the map. See, the map is down there in the lower left-hand side of the screen. Whoa. Whoa. There's people dying, man. It's a free-for-all. That's because I'm kind of close to the center right now. Kind of don't want to be close to the center. Hey, it's Slither King. How you doing? I got a professional in here who actually knows how to play this game, so I'm not at all intimidated. Man, got a name like Slither King. I better tighten up a little bit. Oh, because Lord knows I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, what I'm doing actually right now is kind of running away from center because that's where all the carnage happens. And I'm a total noob, so I figured, you know, running away from center is probably better than being eaten. So I'm glad you're doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good too, I suppose. Hopefully everything will go as planned this month, and I'll do even better. But God, I was trying to eat you. Get over here, and that's what I get for trying to be fancy. Oh wow, that was pretty awful. That was awful. Yeah, I think the stream is delayed. Bad for me. I think I have a 30-second delay or something. I think I have a 30-second delay. The streams are usually, that's usually a default setting, I think. I don't really think I can even change that, to be honest. Hey, look, it's Canada. Hello. Hey, look, it's China. And China just ate me. That was rude. Okay, let me look and see. Okay, 30-second delay. How do I change that? I don't know. Do I change that on here? See, fade, that means, something. Oh, hey, Noah, how you doing? I'm just figuring stuff out that I should know how to do. Hey, it's Rusty. How you doing? Nice to have you back, man. Yeah, Rusty just made another frustrating video about YouTube randomly making subs disappear. I totally feel your pain, man. It happens a lot. I mean, I'll have like a day where I'll gain like just 20 subs, just like a lot. And then like a couple days later, poof, they're all gone. I'm like, what on earth? How is that even a thing? I don't know, man. I'm way too close for the center. Way too close. You got professional players like Slither King that can handle being in the center and can bulk up and be huge after a minute. I need to get out of here. Yeah, it's got to be some kind of YouTube glitch or a hiccup or something. It's kind of annoying. And I keep promising people that I'm going to research it and do my own video, and I haven't really gotten around to do that yet. Whoa, that's a snail. My day's been pretty good. I did a live stream a little while ago just for fun, and it was fun. I did it on what, Wormax or something IO. I like Slither better. The players aren't as aggressive. Whenever you have like more player options, you have more aggressive players. You know, and Slither is just a really, really simple game. So I kind of like playing it a little bit better than the other one. But it's all good. The only problem is I can't really invite other players into this one, which is usually cool. But that's okay. Where am I on the map? Okay, I'm lower left-hand side. I'm a good distance away from center. I don't want to say I'm safe now, but I'm probably better off over here than if I was in center. That guy just rammed right into me. I was like, thanks for the goo, man, but I don't think that was his plan. I don't think he planned to ram right into me. I think that's just kind of what happened. He was probably trying to do like a fancy maneuver, get around me and kill me. I've actually done that before, then died. There's lots of players over here, and yeah. Okay. Let's do this again. But, yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, YouTube glitches. They've recently, I guess, done something new to the algorithm, you know, tweaked it a little bit. I don't know if you all noticed, but, whoa. What was it, a week or so ago, YouTube was out for a few hours. I think it was like on a Sunday evening. And usually when you turn off a server and then turn it on again, it's because you're changing something. I think they did something to the algorithm. The algorithm itself hasn't changed. It's just bits and pieces of it that they change. I mean, they don't change the entire thing. They just tweak its personality a little bit, if that makes sense. Whoa. And they did that, and ever since then, you know, I've noticed a few strange things happening. But it's not like you can tell them about it. I mean, they don't care. They do what they do. It's a business, you know. They're out to make money. They're not necessarily concerned with the little YouTubers because we don't make them a lot of money. I mean, we make them some money, but why did that guy ram right into me? Why did... Okay. Rusty's name has a blue wrench because he is a moderator, and so is Granny Monster. Granny Monster's pretty awesome. You should subscribe to her channel. Let's see. This is an immensely addictive game. What was I talking about? I was talking about YouTube stuff. And there was something important that I wanted to talk about, YouTuber-y stuff, and I don't remember what it was. Something. I don't know. A couple of my people were complaining about not being able to make videos because of their equipment. And I just laughed at them because, you know, I don't have a cell phone or a whoa, or a webcam. I just, you know, the stuff that I do have, I got it like trades at pawn shops and things. Never blame your equipment, okay? If you're creative, people will watch your videos. Don't blame what you can afford on, you know, on nothing. 'Cause I can't afford anything. I mean, look, I'm using free software, okay, to broadcast a free game. Whoa. Okay, let's go back here. Did you see that? Oh no, this guy's gonna try to go faster. No, wait. I'm just. Oh. Okay, what are we talking about? How you doing that? King. Oh, hey, Ninja Games. Woohoo! How you doing, buddy? Let me. Oh, I have to wipe goo off of my screen. Al Gore Reimer. Hi, Ninja and Noah. There's a good set of folks in here. I appreciate you joining me. This game is a trip, man. And last time I played it, I got like, I don't know, 15 or 20 subs, and then like a few days later, they all disappeared. And I'm thinking, okay, was the glitch that many people subbing at once, or was the glitch them disappearing? I don't know. All I know is YouTube has been a little strange lately. The algorithm doesn't like me. Let's see. How do you get the blue wrench? Well, you have to prove yourself, prove your greatness. And I don't know. How do you get a wrench? Usually, if somebody is a moderator on like Dark Matter or Granny Monster's channel, I'll just make them a moderator, you know. Or if it's somebody who I know who seems decent, you know, like Rusty or Granny, you know, I'll just let them do it too. But I got a whole ton of moderators. I probably got about 20 or 30 of them. But yeah, over time. Bummer, but now you're forced to talk. Ha 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 ha. Whoa, that's big. That's big. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Whoa. Whoa, that's Canada. Canada's big. Whoa, there's a green thing. Uh-oh. Whoa, I almost hit that thing. Okay, I ran away really fast. Sometimes in life, you just gotta run away. Yeah. It's all good, Noah. You'll probably fit in and hang out with. There's some good people in here. You should hang out with them. They'll teach you some stuff about the YouTubes. I know a lot about the YouTubes, but the problem with knowing things about YouTube is it's sort of like, well, it's sort of like knowing things about women. The more you know, the more you realize that you really don't have a clue. You know, that's kind of where I'm at. You know? So the more I find out, the more I realize, you know what? There is so much more to this story. And that's the truth. It's like, okay, the algorithm likes this and doesn't like this, and here's why. But then there's like, you know, 30 other problems. Oh, man. I'm telling you. This guy over here is kind of freaking me out. I want to get away from him. Let's see. Yeah, Granny is actually getting pretty good at this. She made a video recently, just kind of hanging out and going through this. I actually made some pretty good kills this morning when I had to stream up. I was like, woohoo. Oh, goodness. I think the main problem with people trying to be YouTubers is they try too hard. You know? Yeah, they overanalyze it and you know, worry and fret about the data and worry and oh no, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? And it's like, you know, just do it. Just do it. You know, you don't have to worry about it being perfect. I mean, a lot of people, when I first started doing YouTube, I was just, you know, me and some of my buddies and some friends' kids and me, and just making videos for the online stores, or just goofing off, you know. That's how I started, just goofing off. And next thing you know, I got my first payout, and I was like, woohoo! It wasn't much, but you know. But just keep doing it, you know. Just do what makes you happy, and do it a lot. And the more you post, the more content you have up, the more likely it is somebody will find you, I guess. What are you using for iPad? I have never had one of those newfangled gadgets. Although I can't really say that, because I think my 70-year-old mother has an iPad. So I can't say that, you know, it's a newfangled gadget if, you know, my mom uses it. I mean, you know. Oh no. Oh. Hey, SHD Games, how you doing? What am I doing right now? Well, it looks like I'm dying and starting over. It's nice to meet you. Let's go back in here again, see what we can see. In a minute here, after I die again, what I'll do is a couple of you new folks, I'll just go and visit your channels real quick, check you out a little bit, see what's up, how you doing, that kind of thing. How close am I to center? Oh, I'm very close to center. Yeah, folks, this is going to be a short game. Yeah, oh dear, that's big. Okay. Hello. Will you be my friend, Mr. Big Worm? No? All right. Whoa, yeah, there's way too many people over here for me for my comfort. Lots and lots of people. Because every single time, you know, you get a lot of them together, you end up getting a feeding frenzy. And then, of course, I'm tempted to join the feeding frenzy to try to get something too, and then I die. You know? It happens to me quite a lot. Whoa! Holy cow. Anyway, so, let's go ahead and look at some of you folks. You got Noah here. Let me click on Noah. Go to channel, and you got SHD Games. Go to channel. Oops, wrong button. No, that's the right button. Open the new tab. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Did you pause? Yeah, you paused. Okay, we'll do Noah first. All right. Nogla, I love that guy. He's a trip. Following Vanos. You need to follow Expert Thief. He's pretty awesome. H2O Delirious. He's funny too. I like him. Yeah, you need to follow Expert Thief. If you like Nogla and Vanos, then you'd like Expert too. Louis Caliber, does he even produce anymore? I think Louis, didn't he have some kind of scandal about treating his fans like dirt or something like that? I think I heard something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I used to totally watch Nogla all the time. He was a trip. H2O Delirious, he's a total trip. He's delirious, man. Anyway, it's a pretty sweet little channel. I like it. Let's look at SHD Games. Looks like you have played the Slither. Probably a lot better than me. Oh, we got some quite a bit of content going on. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. About. You're moving on up. You're doing pretty good. Just keep going. It's all about consistency, you know. Anyway, I'll go. Oh, I forgot to subscribe to. Well, he doesn't really have any content, but let's go back to Noah. I forgot to. I was going to subscribe. Open a new tab. I'll give you SHD a sub. Subscribe to you too. Somebody left me a message. Thanks for watching. Oh, okay. Anyway, let's go back to the game. What was I talking about before? Oh yeah, don't worry about not being able to afford the latest and the fanciest cameras and stuff like that. Like I said, everything that I am using to do this live stream right now, I got free, down to the microphone. And let me tell you about this microphone, and Granny already knows because she was here the last time I talked about this. This microphone is for a PlayStation 2, and I got it for free. Somebody gave me this thing because they were getting rid of some old junk. A PlayStation 2 karaoke game that came with this microphone. Okay, and that's what I use. There is no logical reason whatsoever why this microphone even works on a computer. Some reason it does. It has an insanely long extension cord, but it does seem to work. So that's what I'm using to talk into. I have this microphone. I have a sock over it because it's a little puffy. Every time I talk, you know, you get the burst of air. So I actually have a sock over this microphone, and I have it tied to a tripod, also that I got for free, with its own cord. So you can imagine what this setup looks like. So I don't want to hear any complaints about they're not producing videos because they don't have the right production capabilities. I'm like, yeah, really? Really? Let me tell you about production capabilities, folks. Whoa! I was going too fast and I almost bit the dust. Man, I'm just eating all this stuff though. Look at that. I did pretty good. What else was I talking about? Oh yeah, and I have a couple cameras. My high def camera I got for a trade. There was a lady at a garage sale who whoa, missed him. There was a lady at a garage sale who was getting rid of a whole bunch of video games for real cheap. So I picked them up. I went into a pawn shop, and instead of asking for money, I think the whole box was like 20 bucks for this huge amount of games and stuff. The games are apparently worth some money, so I told the pawn shop guy, you know, how about give me a nice high def digital camera. So I got a digital camera that way, and my thumbnail camera I got that way too. So everything that I either got free or trades, which I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Where is everybody? I seem to be out in the middle of nowhere. Let's go back to the... Oh, you meanie. Oh, you so tried to get me just then. Did you see that guy? I want to get away from him. Run away. Run away. Man, I'm telling you. See if I can gobble up some of this goo. Somebody else's kill. I'm just kind of capitalizing on it. Let's get away from these people. Oh, he just died. He just died. I'll go back, see if I can capitalize. I don't want to get too close to this gigantic, you know, let's get away from him. Okay. I did pretty good just there. I ate some stuff without dying and everything. That's pretty awesome. All right. Now, you know I'm going to be dead soon, but, you know, still. It was nice while it lasted. Alright, I'm just a little worm looking for things to eat. Let's see if I can trap these guys. I'm not worried about trapping them. I just ate one. Nom 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 nom. I gotta drink a coffee real quick. Hopefully I won't ram into somebody and die. It's always a possibility. Oh, I'm addicted to those Dunkin' Donuts coffees. They have in those little plastic containers. You get it like every gas station in America. Love those things. Of course, Dunkin' Donuts, being a fat guy, is actually my favorite restaurant. And I do, they actually serve like really great breakfast sandwiches. It's good stuff, man. Pretty good stuff. I don't know what that little guy is trying to do, but I want to get away from him. I don't trust the little ones, because the little ones are sneaky. They will come up and they'll just run right into you and just take a risk. You know, they might win, they might lose, they don't care. It's craziness, man. Craziness. There's a lot of people around me. Well, I am pretty close to center. I'm not like in the center, but pretty close, I guess. Pretty close. Oh, goodness. I'm going pretty good, I think. How big am I? I'm a decent size. Whoa. Okay, that was almost a foolish mistake right there. Man, sometimes these little ones are hard to see though when you get a little bigger. I mean, you accidentally bump into one of them little ones and they'll kill you. They'll kill you good and dead just like a big one can. Ooh, that guy tried to get me. I didn't like that guy. He tried to get me. Whoa! Then that guy did get me. Man, I'm telling you. All right. Let's do this again. And this time, this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one where I win and take home the trophy and win $1 million and all that great crap. Maybe. Okay, I am the llama worm. I am half llama and half worm. I just look like a worm in this one. See, I'm very close to the center, so I want to get away a little bit. Oh, wait, let me... Okay. Whoa. See, that's what I get for lighting up a cigarette. Boom, dead. Who's the noon? You're the one who used AI to get your high score. Who's the noon? I don't know. Oh, I'm sure you're probably much better than I am, Jake. No doubt. I will just totally go along with that. I just do this for fun. Looks like I'm pretty far away from center, so I should be relatively safe. You still need to be careful. You haven't played in a week? Well, I did a live stream on Wednesday, and tomorrow's Wednesday, so it's almost been a week. Last time you played, you got 118,000. Wow. Well, good for you, man. That's impressive. Me, I think the best I've ever done, and you're going to laugh at this, but the best I've ever done is probably top 30. You know? But of course, you know, I'm not exactly a hardcore gamer either. So, I mean, you know, I don't really do all the tips and the tricks and all that. I just play for fun. I'm the sort of player that the gamers like because I only pay half the attention half the time, and they like eating me. I'm like I'm food for them. I basically play the game to be your food. Guys like you that know what they're doing. You know what I mean? I play to feed other players. That's just my goal in life. That is my goal, and I do it rather well. Wow, all of a sudden there's a ton of people. Of course, I am approaching the center, aren't I? Wow, SHD said last time they played, they got up to first. I've seen that happen quite a few times on the streams with real gamers. I'm not really a gamer. I just do YouTube. I'm not really a gamer, but real gamers get up to first place like it's nothing. They're just like zip 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 zip. 2 minutes later, hey, I'm first place. I'm like, how on earth? It's amazing. Hey Jenna, how you doing? Glad you're able to stop by today. I'm playing Slither. How close am I to... Ooh, I'm like dead on almost. I've been headed in the direction of the center, which is a really bad idea. And there's a tiny worm trying to get me. Someone threw stuff at my window on the freeway. I was minding my own business, called 911, so freaked out, can't understand people and their road issues. That's crazy. That is insane. Although I will say, I was in the car once. I had some friends' kids in the car. We were going to the beach, and hanging out at the beach, and I bought the kids some cheeseburgers. Well, one of the kids decided they didn't like their cheeseburger, so they threw it out the window, and it landed on a guy's brand new BMW. And he was ticked off. He was using every single word. He pulled over into a car wash that we happened to pass, and I was like, oh great. You know, I don't know. I mean, can cheeseburgers ruin a paint job on a Beamer? I don't know. I've never had a, well, no, that's not true. I have had a Beamer once, but that one didn't count. My dad bought a Beamer for like $700. It was an 81, and he bought it in, I want to say, 98. So it was an old Beamer. It was on its last leg, but he got it. It was a fun little car. So we actually had a Beamer for a little while, but it wasn't anything souped up or amazing like you see on the road today. See, I'm trying to read and trying not to die at the same time, and this is very it takes a lot of skill to be able to read and not die at the same time. Let's see if I can do this. Your laptop Wi-Fi had a snafu. You were only seeing the chat. Yeah, man. You don't want to throw cheeseburgers out the window of your car. I don't care how biodegradable they are. If it's a McDonald's cheeseburger, you never know if it'll biodegrade or not. You never know what kind of chemicals are in there. This green guy is trying to get me. Get away from him. I'm still pretty close to the center. I want to get out of here. Too many people around. Too many other people. Of course, I should be trying to kill some of these other people and eat them, because I'm a worm, and that's what worms do. He even tailgated me. I can't understand why he couldn't get around me. So much traffic. People are insane when they drive anymore, and it's crazy. And you get the road rage. Ugh, I'm telling you. I made the mistake of looking up what driving fails on YouTube. Oh man, you want to talk about crummy drivers? People are nuts. one reason why I don't drive. I'm not a motorcycle person because, oh man, come on. I'm trying to get out of this. Whew. I don't know how I got out of that. Saw a motorcycle accident happen right in front of me, and it was pretty traumatizing. Brother Llama, you need to get a better game. I know, right? You know what? And I've tried to play Steam games because I have Steam, and I do actually have a couple. Oh, are you kidding me? And I do actually have a couple good games. The problem is the live stream doesn't work. It freezes up. I know the computer can handle it, and I know that Steam can handle it, and this OBS thing here should be able to handle it. And we got an ad, but I don't think my internet is strong enough to handle it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it just freezes up for some reason. So I can't really. Okay, Kmart. Nobody shops at Kmart. Nobody cares. Oh, let me turn that back on. Whoa! Okay. Oh. Okay, SHD Games has a stream up at 10 o'clock. So I'm probably not going to be streaming at 10 o'clock. So you guys should head on over there at 10 o'clock. Support each other and watch each other's streams. And that's just a good thing to do, I guess. Let's see what else you got. Minuteman, most of these will be pirate radio during that same. Yeah, I'll probably be on Minuteman's pirate radio later on. I don't know. I might stream again later. I haven't decided. If I do, it'll be late, like really late. But I wanted to do this again because people, if you do this a few times, people start to expect it, and then they'll get disappointed when you don't. And besides, it's kind of a fun little game, so I decided I'd go for it. I'm actually on Congregate too, and there's lots of different games I could play on Congregate. Only problem with that is I'm not really sure about the music in the games, if that's going to be a copyright issue or not. So I'm like, yeah, you know, that would be my luck. So I'm not really sure about Congregate. I'll probably check into that. Hey Llama, get with me, brother. You have Skype. I don't really have Skype. I don't have like anything that a normal YouTuber has. I'm not on the Snapchat or anything like that. I don't even have a cell phone. I'm barely a YouTuber, but I mean, I guess I am. I don't know. The thing about YouTube is anybody can say that they're a YouTuber, and that's part of the beauty of it, you know. Like, sure, I'm a YouTuber. Sure. Am I a gamer? I don't consider myself a gamer, but I do this for fun because it is fun. This is an interesting little game. I hope this big gigantic guy dies. In fact, let me follow him. I want to follow the big gigantic guy. Hope that he dies. He's going really fast. Okay, he slowed down. Come on, big gigantic guy. You need to make a mistake because somebody needs to kill you so that I can eat you. Oh, crumbs. Oh, wow. Did you see that? Did you see that? Holy cow. I killed the big gigantic guy all by myself. That's awesome. Whoa. And that guy tried to get me, too. That was awesome. Okay. There's a feeding frenzy going on down here, so I need to be really careful. Really careful. Do not want to be involved in a feeding frenzy. I think other players have probably eaten most of them by now. That was amazing. There's still aftermath of that guy. He was so big. Holy cow. Get out of here. That was amazing. Holy cow. Okay. Trying to get away from there. Let's see what other people say. Love you, DW. Hey, love you too, Jenna. You're freaking awesome. And your videos lately have been pretty cool. I've enjoyed them. I love the chats. Get Skype. I've been thinking about getting Skype. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I think it has something to do with phone. Just hanging out with one of my brothers, you know. You're over 700. The YouTube numbers are wrong. The YouTube numbers are always wrong. You know, I don't know. I look at my analytics on TubeBuddy, and it's like different numbers, you know. And it's like, you know, you look at what's supposed to be like the same information, and you get different numbers. Man, it's crazy. It drives me nuts. Oh, goodness. Did I have lunch yet? I had a donut a little while ago. I haven't really been eating right lately. I haven't been eating regularly, which is probably a problem, but I don't know. I'm still alive, so, you know, can't be that bad. It has nothing to do with phone. I'll have to get Skype. Has to do with people with computers ignoring the BS. I can dig that. I can totally dig that. That sounds totally diggable, man. Hey, this guy just made a trail for me to eat. YouTube has its moments, but I find that it's better to not have all of your eggs in one basket, you know, which is why I'm on vid.me too. Haven't been on there for very long, but vid.me just started a monetization program. So I'm like, well, why upload to one when you can upload to two? Of course, I think you have to have 100 views on a video before they'll activate monetization. But I mean, if you do some legwork, you know, and advertise your videos on social media, then you can get there. So I'm not too worried about it. Let's see. Had Applebee's, a new taco brisket, not bad. I think there's an Applebee's like 20 miles or so away from me. I think there's one not too far away. I might have to give that a try. I like Applebee's. I haven't been there in a long time. I don't really go out to eat much anymore. My ex used to love going out to eat, and it was to the point where she wouldn't want to pay bills. She'd rather go out to eat. Kind of became a problem. Bills are generally pretty important. IDJ specifically to give YouTube the double middle fingers. I see your sentiment appears to be unhappy. Putting it mildly. Okay, I'm too far away from the center. See, now I'm too far away from the center and I'm not getting anything. You gotta kind of not be in the center because that's where all the people are, but you don't want to be really on the outskirts because then it takes too long to build up. Do donations versus pay to play through YouTube. I think you'll like the brisket. Oh, I will like the brisket. Are you kidding me? I am a gluttonous fat guy. I am all about stuff like that. Okay, there's a big guy. Wonder if I can get him. Oh, wow. I got him. Yay. All right. That was awesome. There's a little guy. Come on, little guy. That's my kill. Oh. Oh, well. There's going to be a feeding frenzy, so I want to get away from them. You might make 100 plus on donations on FID. You would earn 1 cent for 6 hours. Well, here's the thing about that. And honestly, the websites on the internet that promise you the world with no work are scams. You know what I'm saying? The websites that are legit won't promise you a damn thing, and it's a lot of work. And that's the truth. So you gotta factor in, okay, you know, is this a lot of work? Are they promising me the world? You know, if they don't promise you anything, it's probably legit. There's no such thing as free money, and you're not going to get it on the internet. You're not going to get it anywhere, you know. Things do take work, and it is work, and you got to beat the pavement, and you got to grind, and you got to you know, advertise your videos and advertise yourself on social media. Try to get out there, and you know, there's a lot to it, and it is work. I'm kind of wary of the sites that promise you the world for free or for nothing, because you know, then they're like, well, all you have to do is send in, you know, $30 and we'll tell you how, you know, you can be a success. Okay, sure. That's totally how that works. Are you kidding me? That little guy just, okay. Hey, I was going to ask you, are you an iced tea guy? Well, yeah, iced tea is awesome. Who isn't an iced tea guy? Man. Can't play this. I'd be a hunter snake killing everyone. Right? Oh, the hunter snakes that kill everyone are the YouTubers that get like 2 million views on this, but it's deserved. I mean, you see their content, and it's just amazing how they can get huge so fast, and just these moves that they do to kill stuff. It's amazing. And I'll never be up at that level. Of course, I'm not really trying to be that level, but you know, some of these YouTubers are really, really good at this. It's impressive, man. Totally. Why are there so many other players this far away from the center? This is like freaking Grand Central Station over here. Man. Don't rely on promises. No free money. That's a scam for sure. I know, right? Yep. You got to build up your people. I earn more on my pirate radios than YouTube has ever paid me. Well, good. I've only been paid twice by YouTube. Hell, I still haven't reached the mark. I don't, I'm telling you. Oh, hey, country girl. How you doing? Glad you're able to show up. Big worm. I know, right? I just got killed by a big worm. I'm telling you. Let's go in here again. I got me some homemade cigarettes. See if I can light one up before dying. Looks like they're okay. Found me a server. Found me a server. Whoa, that's big. If I could get on the other side of this gigantic thing. He's got some kills over there. Oh, nope, he's got him. I just want some scraps. Scraps from the big guy's table. I want to get away from him now because I just stole some of his meal. He might not be happy about that. Oops, I think there was something up here. A little bit. All right. I think putting the chat window in the game is probably a good idea. I want to find more games like this. But on the other hand, I don't really want to play games that a lot of other people are playing. You know what I mean? But if I don't play popular games, you know, nobody will watch because nobody's heard of it. You know? So it's like, huh. I have a Mahjong, I guess, with game with the basically the Chinese matching game. I have that, but it's screen size is a little small, so I don't know if I really want to live stream it. I'm trying to find games that I think would be good to live stream. I do like this one, but I'd like to find a game that I'm a little better at, you know what I mean? So I'm still kind of keeping my eye out. That went up for me, damn road rage. I know, right? I like making them myself out of real tobacco, because then you know what's in it. Because cigarettes are just disgusting and full of chemicals, and they taste like paper. After you smoke a real cigarette made out of real tobacco, smoking, you know, like your Marlboros or Winstons or something like that, really does taste like paper. It's gross. And this might seem strange, but before I started rolling my own cigarettes, right, I was just smoking regular ones, and I was always out of breath. I had to like stop cutting my lawn with a weed whacker, you know. I had to stop and take like breaks and stuff like that because I was always out of breath. I've actually been smoking more of these, and you know, I can get my lawn done in like, you know, one whack now. I don't have the breathing problems that I had. I mean, it's, you know, usually I'm not very trustworthy of the government, but I think Big Tobacco probably got sued for a valid reason. I don't know. You know how they make cigarettes, right? How Winston and all the big guys, basically what they do is they'll take tobacco, right, and they'll make they'll put it in a giant vat, and they'll add water, and they'll basically make a kind of a tea of the tobacco. That's when they add their chemicals to this giant tea. Then what they do is they'll actually dip paper into the tea, and that's what they stuff into your cigarettes. See, on a pack of Camels and things like that, it doesn't say tobacco because it's not tobacco. It'll say 20 Class A cigarettes. You know, on a bag of pipe tobacco, it will say tobacco because that's what's actually in it. Isn't that gross? You're literally smoking tea paper. Tobacco tea paper with chemicals. That's what cigarettes are. I was like, man. And I still like smoking, but it's like, you know, I want to smoke something real, you know? So I started rolling my own out of pipe tobacco, and it's a completely different experience. Jenna, you're like my bestie right now. Well, thanks. Just dropped by to say hi, headed home in a minute. Well, hello, country girl. Glad you stopped by. I'm like really behind in the chat because I've just been rambling. Tomorrow, expect a game streamed by me called Oregon Trail with each number of my party as either asshat or fuckstick or prick. All right. Well, everybody needs to follow Minuteman Homestead and keep an eye on him tomorrow, because apparently he's got some very interesting content planned, and I'm all about the interesting content, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that. Country girl, wish I could stay. Have to head home and beat the traffic. Well, it's 5:17, so you're probably not going to beat the traffic unless you hang out at the office for another hour. Bummer, man. Well, it also depends on what city you live in. See, around here, there really isn't any traffic. I mean, West Virginians, if they have to wait for 5 minutes, oh no, it's a colossal traffic jam. That no, it's really not. No, that's not a traffic jam. Cigs are mostly paper. You're right, Minuteman. They are mostly paper. That is exactly what you're smoking. You are smoking a tobacco tea full of chemicals, and that's why they got sued by the government. Yes, it is. Most people don't understand all they put in tobacco. It's bad. It's really bad. And somebody they got reined in on, and good. They needed to get reined in on because something that isn't tobacco, you're selling it as tobacco. And call me crazy or whatever, but I was having really hard times breathing, and it was starting to be an issue. And then I switched over to the pipe tobacco, and it's basically fixed itself. I haven't had any problems at all. Not having a hard time breathing, not having a hard time with anything. This guy's going to try to wrap around me. Don't you do... Oh, and he did. Okay. Well, folks, now if I can get close to his head, I might be able to get him to knock into me and kill him instead of him killing me. Oh, no, didn't work. I wanted to get him to ram into me. That would have turned the tables, but that didn't work out. I didn't know that tea paper. Seriously, you look up all the different things the government sued Big Tobacco for. It's crazy, man. It had nothing to do with tobacco. Tobacco wasn't the problem. The problem wasn't cigarettes. The problem was these companies were making the tobacco tea, dipping papers in it, and calling it tobacco, and it wasn't. It was crazy, man. Sorry, is Minuteman Homestead a guy? I heard people homestead a lot. Sure, yeah, I totally checked. He's definitely a dude, hung like a frickin' horse. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. Liberals shut down all industry in my country. That's a bummer. There's a cigarette manufacturer in the town I live in. Name is Flu-Cured Tobacco. That sounds interesting. Thank goodness for your voice. I need relaxation right now. I'll try to be relaxing. Well, hello there. My name is Dave, and I am, in fact, a llama. Okay, it's true. I don't think I really had a choice. I think I've always been a llama. I've just recently come out of the llama closet, and I'm just honest about who I've always been. And I'm so weird. All that education is at your fingertips. Go learn. Seriously, it's so easy to do with. People don't do it because people rely on, news media, which is generally not very helpful. But yeah, it's a huge thing. And, usually a cynical person like myself, the government's suing somebody, well, you automatically think, well, the government's just picking on that company, and your government's just picking on, and government's picking on, and you gotta think, okay, who did the government not sue? Okay, the government didn't sue, specialty cigarettes, like your Nat Shermans and things like that. Government didn't sue pipe tobacco, which is also a huge industry. The government, didn't sue people like that. So you're thinking, okay, well, there's probably a reason. You look into it, and it's like literally, chemical laced tea paper goo. Oh, it's nasty. It's nasty, and they still make it that way too. They just can't say it's tobacco anymore. Now, if a pack of cigarettes actually says tobacco on it, then it probably is. But because big companies aren't allowed to do that. Truth in advertising or something. Did you have a lot of people apply to your giveaway? No, actually, I have not had hardly anybody. Granny Monster did, and one other fella applied for my giveaway. I didn't really expect much, and I just did it because I felt like it, so I'm not really too worried about that. Okay, this guy has successfully killed me. Hey, good for you, buddy. I'll see if I can't get him to make a mistake. Oh, no, I made a mistake instead. Oh, well. Llamas are cool. I have a stuffed one from a vending machine. I won at Toys R Us. Neat. I didn't think you were cynical, but funny. Well, thanks. I can be both. Oh, yeah. SHD Games said he has a stream. What'd you say, like 10 o'clock, something like that, I think he said. So, yeah, go check him out later on. And who is it? Minuteman's going to have a stream later on, too. I might go back and forth, you never know. I just visit, check out everybody, see how everyone's doing. I do that a lot. There's some nights when it's busy. I've checked out like 7, 8 live streams, just popping in for a minute, a minute on each of them. Okay, that guy's big. You are really big. I would like to kill you, please. Whoa. Okay. I need to get away from these people. Oh, I'm really close to the center, that's why. You do not need to be a discerning person to learn what's going on. All you need to do is try, man. It has nothing to do with discernment, I don't suppose, although I guess that helps, but you just need to put forth a little effort. What kind of drives me a little bit crazy about Google is Google is not actually a search engine. Google is an appeasement engine. What Google does is Google, whoa, as you know, collects information from people, right? And Google will find search results that it thinks fits your worldview or narrative. In other words, it'll give you answers that it thinks you want to hear. And a good example of this is I am a registered independent. Okay, I've been an independent for years, and usually when I search for anything on Google, Google knows that I'm an independent, so Google will come up with websites that it thinks I will appreciate, along the lines of, Democrats and Republicans are both useless, and we should completely abolish both of the major parties, that kind of stuff. When I Google stuff, I get a lot of conspiracy theories and stuff like that, whatever I'm into. Well, the problem with finding search results that coincide with a person's narrative is, sure, you've appeased the person, but is that person getting actual information? Is a person getting factual information about what the world around them is really like? It's sort of like the news media is mostly very liberal. Doesn't really matter to me, although if you push a particular narrative, you're not getting the full picture. You're getting a narrative. You know what I'm saying? And I usually, when I do research, I'll go on a search engine like DuckDuckGo that will pick up the most popular thing. And doesn't follow your cookies, so it doesn't know what you like. It's just going to it's just going to come up with the information that it thinks you need the most. You know what I mean? Like if you were to type in like cooking shows or something like that, it would just come up with the most popular cooking show. You know, if I were to type in cooking show, you know, it would come up with probably a site that, you know, cooking Bigfoot or something weird like that, you know, like a conspiratorial thing on Google, because that's the kind of weird stuff that I search for. You know what I'm saying? Can you dig that? Oh, goodness. But yeah, Google isn't a search engine that you need to particularly trust for research, because you're going to get the information that you want, you know, which is why Google is so popular, because everybody wins. Everybody that searches for anything on Google is going to win the search, you know, and that's what drives me nuts when I see liberals and conservatives arguing with each other online, and both sides will go, "Oh yeah, well I found proof, I Googled it," and then the other side, "Oh yeah, well I found proof, I Googled it," and I'm thinking to myself, well, of course you both did, of course, because Google is going to find you information that it thinks you wants. Okay, it's an appeasement engine. So, you know, both sides of an argument can get absolute facts, totally debunking the other guy. You know, it's nonsense. It really is. That was kind of a mini rant, though. Kind of glad I got that out of my system. Thanks for whoever made me bring that up. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that was kind of a preach, wasn't it, Minuteman? I'm telling you. Now, that's, in a way, I guess it's... no, I don't think it's a good thing at all. I really don't. I mean, I'm trying to be optimistic and come up with ways that it could possibly be a good thing. But, honestly, if you want to search for information and you want good information, you know, getting information that's constantly positive towards your worldview isn't honest. It's just not. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat or anything in between. There's something good and there is something bad about your worldview. There is. You know, that's just life. If all you hear is the good stuff and the bad stuff about the other side, you know, that's not reality. That it's just not. You know.
Hi, I'm Goldilocks.
Google is Democrat. Yeah, probably.
Your bed is terrible for side sleeping. I give you the
but
side
honestly,
test.
honestly, Minuteman, does it matter if it's a leftist boot or a right boot that's standing on your neck? I mean, if you think about it, you know,
when sleeping on your
it's
side,
a problem,
the best spinal alignment is straight. If your spine is bending, it's straining. And with 8 hours in that position,
things are only getting worse. I mean, look, Facebook does the same thing.
ASAP.
You know, they do it under the guise of, oh, well, we want to make sure you get the
model
right ads going to the right people.
Remember, a straight spine is the goal.
I don't know how much I buy that either, but yeah, that was quite a rant. I'm impressed with myself. Go me. Go me. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. I'm a little worm. Where was I? And see search results. You want to see some interesting search results? Seriously? Type in anything political, right, into Google. You know, Google already knows where you stand, so you know you're gonna have articles and whatnot, you know, probably for your side. Then what you do is you go in to like DuckDuckGo, an engine that doesn't follow you around, and type in the same thing. You'll get different results. And what I find, I tell people to do, and it's funny, is if you're a conservative and have a liberal friend or vice versa or something like that, you type in a search, and then type in the same search in their computer. You'll get different results. That drives people nuts. People, no, that's not how it works. No, Google is honest. It's always, you know. And I tell people to do that simple little test, and it gets them every time. It's like, huh, you know, sure does. I almost got that guy, but where was I? I use Bing sometimes. Bing does the same thing. It's just not as obnoxious as Google is. Bing is like a Google wannabe. In fact, Bing is a Yahoo company, isn't it? I think it's Yahoo. So yeah, it's still a big company that collects your cookies. It wants to be your appeasement engine. So I wouldn't really trust them either. I think that's Bing, yeah. Yeah, they were bought out by Yahoo. Yahoo and Google are competitors, but they get along. Now, Google does not get along with Facebook, which is why if you post your videos on Facebook, it's not gonna count for views, which is kind of a bummer. But whoa, I think this guy totally surrounded me, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm totally surrounded by this what? Okay, let me remember what I was talking about for a minute there, because all of a sudden I'm just like nom 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 nom. Man, I'm telling you, I'm pretty close to the center. That's why that happened. I'm actually moving in that direction. I never thought of Google. Just wait for the lady to talk when I need directions to drive. Yeah. Everyone goes there for their own. Oh, I just totally let him do that to me. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Oh, goodness. Okay, let me grab another one of my little homemade cigarettes here. Oh. I thought it was just the red glowing ones that killed you and infect. The infection ones happen on, oh, what's the name of it? Let me see what the name of it is. Wormax.io. That's the one I was playing this morning. Those are the infection ones. Slither doesn't have the infection ones. Oh, you like this? The right boot will be on your neck. Will be beside your booted line saying no. Yeah. I don't know Bing does anything with music. Not being a prick, just honest. It's all good, man. 6 watching, only 4 thumbs up. I'm not really worried about thumbs up. I'm not really convinced that thumbing up actually does anything. The algorithm looks at thumbs up and thumbs down as feedback from watchers. It doesn't really have anything to do with content creators. What thumbs down does is it just tells the algorithm that this person doesn't necessarily want that content in their subscription feed. And a thumbs up just says, you know, okay, they would like this particular genre in their subscription feed. So that's really all thumbs up and thumbs down does. Doesn't really have any bearing on content creators whatsoever. Although, well, I mean, case in point, you know, how many viral videos have you seen with mostly thumbs down? I mean, you know, if thumbs down had anything to do with how a video performs, you know, that wouldn't happen. Where was I? It's more just promotion, I guess, on Facebook. Yeah. I don't promote on Facebook. I don't think there's a point. I mean, I'll promote on Twitter because people will actually search for tags on Twitter. And Tumblr. Tumblr's a good site, very popular site. And Tumblr and Twitter get along with everybody. All the big guys like Tumblr and Twitter. Gosh, even a site like StumbleUpon or Pinterest. Now, Pinterest, you're not going to get a lot of views from there, but it's a good site if you want to spread around some solid backlinks. You know, I got a ton of crap on Pinterest. The only thing I have to offer is the Constitution, and that's why I treat people who ignore the Constitution so poorly. That's true. You know, the Constitution was absolutely brilliant. The way that it's made, you know, the way that it can be amended and updated to the times. It's It's really the perfect document, and you know, it's a shame that people take it for granted and don't really understand that it really works out well for everybody if it's not, you know, taken out of context and ignored so much as it is today. But I digress. Hello, Audrey. How you doing? Thanks for joining us. We're just chatting in all kinds of different directions right now. Oh goodness. Just to tell you, Audrey, I'm really not a gamer. I'm a YouTuber, and I just do this once in a while just for fun. Usually just to talk to my folks. If anyone wants to chat about anything, you know, I like to make myself available from time to time because some of my people have questions about YouTube and about you know, the algorithm and things like that. And if I don't know something, you know, I'll just write down the question and make a YouTube video about it. Or if I know something, I'll just let them know. So, kind of what I'm doing. Never really thought much about the ratings. The only thing YouTuber really needs to be worrying about is your search ranking, and you can help your search ranking a lot just by doing something every day. You know, you don't even have to post a video every day. If you you know, change some of the artwork on your page, or if you update a video, like an old thumbnail that you want to replace, or if you want to create a playlist, things like that. YouTube loves stuff like that. YouTube loves the updates. As long as you're doing something every day, that will help your search ranking. You know, so if you really don't feel inspired and don't want to make a video that day, you know, make a playlist instead. You know, or you know, go through some of your old videos and you know, update some tags. If you think, you know, a tag is too spammy, you know, get rid of it. Or maybe you could elaborate and add a couple more to your description, something like that. You know, when I actually noticed when I started fixing old videos, just fixing old ones, I was getting a lot more views. It's the weirdest thing, but it's true. Don't even really have to create new content. In fact, you can make playlists of other people's videos, and that'll still count towards you as creating content, which is really cool. So YouTube makes it easy for you to you know, do stuff on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like I said, even if you're not feeling all that inspired, you can add me if you want. I'm really trying to be... Whoa. I was reading and I almost went right into this pink thing. Sad thing is, those who ignore it don't understand that it's the only thing protecting them. Yeah, it's true. That is very true. I think a lot of veterans, and I know a lot of veterans, I know this is true, are extremely disillusioned because they love their country and they want to fight for their country, but at the same time, they don't believe that their country is finding causes that are worth fighting for, if that makes any sense. You know, like the Gulf War was a disaster. Well, Vietnam War was a disaster. I mean, we blew up one of our own ships as an excuse to attack Vietnam. You know, a country that communism ended up collapsing in a few years later anyway. So it was a total waste. It was a shame and sad. And this guy's trying to kill me. And, well, you know what? We did the same thing during the Spanish-American War. What was the name of that ship that we blew up? It blamed Spain. You know, then there's the War of 1812 where we straight up invaded Canada. Expansionist or whatever. The end of that war, of course, our capital ended up getting burnt down, and we've never invaded Canada again. Yeah, that's just awkward. You don't want to invade your neighbor and have them burn down your capital. That's bad. I might consider it a playlist. I just haven't done it. Yeah, make some playlists, man. Sure. Why not? Stuff like that, you know. The thing about YouTube is it's a Google company, you know. So you gotta get your Google Plus account, and you gotta suck up to Google a little bit, you know. Invite Google over to dinner once in a while, and compliment Google's ugly baby, and pet Google's vicious little dog, and just make sure you're in good graces with Google, and that will help. Whoa. I need to get out of here. There's too many big people. I don't want to get too close to a feeding frenzy. Yeah, that's true, Bennett, man. When you fix your old videos, it's basically they basically put it in line, and it acts like a new video again, which is freaking cool, man. And yeah, I do that a lot. In fact, there's a lot of thumbnails I need to fix. But yeah, the other week, and in fact, you're kind of reminding me I need to do that again. But the other week I did that. I went through and fixed a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I went through like 20 or 30 videos just fixing crappy tags, and I made a whole bunch of new thumbnails, and I'm telling you, my views like spiked. I was like, why is this? Well, it's because my search ranking just went up before my eyes. That was pretty neat. None of us believe our country is fighting for us. Well, I think as long as there are good people around, America will never really die. It's just a matter of there's a lot of bad people working against it right now, and that's unfortunate. But you know, I don't know. Sometimes I think I'm a little jealous of my grandfather's generation. You know, and if you ever talk to him about World War II, you know, he single-handedly won the darn thing himself. But you know, we don't have a generation like that, you know, and we haven't probably since then, and it's kind of a shame. They literally saved the world from the huge menace. I mean, Germany was not a force to be reckoned with at all, and Japan was huge and very powerful, and you know, what they did was amazing, and I don't think I'm ever going to know that kind of pride. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm proud to be American, but at the same time, it's like I'm annoyed as hell, too. You know? I actually, during the first Gulf War, I actually tried to enlist, but my feet are so dang flat. I didn't even know that was a thing. I even went to the Air Force. I went to all the branches. Nope. Flat feet. Nope. Passed all the tests. Nope. Flat feet. Well, damn. I am so far behind in the chat. I'm trying to read. It's good that you don't mind people advertising on your stream. Others don't allow it. I don't mind. I mean, if somebody else has got some pretty cool content and things like that, I mean, and somebody wants to leave me and go somewhere else, I mean, look, do what makes you happy, man. It's not a big deal. I don't mind that. I mean, I don't want somebody in my stream, you know, going after somebody else or something like that. But, you know, when it comes to content, you know, I mean, I don't mind supporting somebody else. Let's see. I love eating trolls. Yeah, I think you do. Why don't I make you... I'll give Minuteman a wrench and Jenna a wrench because I've known you guys long enough. I think you're wrench worthy. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if any of the wars the United States has been in, how many of them are actually legit? You know? I mean, the Spanish-American War was basically started because we blew up one of our own ships and we wanted Cuba, and we never even did get that, although we did get, we got Puerto Rico and a couple other little islands and Florida, but that was just greed. And then we attacked Mexico because we wanted the, you know, Southwest. It's kind of frustrating. Yes, I'm extremely flat-footed, Jenna. I am so flat-footed. You know, last encounter I had with a Sasquatch, he was like, "Are you my cousin?" I mean, not really. That was silly, but... Oh, that's why there's nobody over here. I'm way over in the edge. I'll try to get in a little bit. I like flat-footed buffaloes because those flat-footed buffaloes can run through the woods barefoot and be good. That's true. I can run through the woods barefoot and be good. I've done it. Only you don't want to do it in the deep south because apparently bees like to have make beehives underground. I had no idea until I stepped on one. No, that was a rough day. Back when I was 10, I was a moonshine tester for my family. That's awesome. Oh man, I've never been a beer person. I think I went straight to hard liquor. I love Long Island iced tea, things like that, and straight up stuff does the job quick. It's my way. Oh. You earned a wrench. Yes. First bump to Jenna. Oops, I'm reading instead of watching where I'm going, and I almost just rammed right into that guy. Yeah, they were hornets. They weren't bees. They really hurt too. I mean, like, ow. You do not want to step in stuff like that. Hello, Mr. Large Guy. I hope somebody kills this guy so that I can eat him for lunch. I won't eat you for lunch. This little green guy has the same idea that I have. He just killed me. Man, I tell you what. Craziness. Man. I want to drink more of my coffee, but I'm afraid to because then I'll die. I probably should have done that before I started this new game. I want to look on Congregate, and I want to find a game that's interesting that I can play on live stream that is semi-popular. That would be nice. Because everybody plays this. And there are a lot of really talented YouTubers that play this. I mean, I'm not dogging anybody. I mean, this game, if you take it seriously, you know, and you have skill, you can actually, you know, get in the top 10. And I've seen YouTubers do just fantastic jobs, just killing stuff really fast and just be tiny and just go after huge stuff and somehow take them out. I mean, it's just pretty cool to watch. That's kind of not where I'm at. I do want to find a game that I'm a little better at, though. I think that would be probably be good. You know, maybe like win a couple rounds or something. Yellow Jackets and Hornets are the same thing. Are they? Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. You didn't call yourself D Wild Worm. No. DWW is the name I came up with because when I started on YouTube, the name didn't matter. Because basically, like I said before, I would make YouTube videos just to advertise my stores, and me and some friends and some friends' kids just goofing around, things like that. You know, I wasn't planning on being a YouTuber. I was just basically making stuff to kind of put my videos somewhere where I could easily link them to different websites and things. I could advertise my online stores and things like that. So the name was irrelevant. It didn't matter because I wasn't trying to get anybody. And now, you know, years later, of course, I have trying to work on a YouTube brand, and I'm like, you know, this name is kind of a little wonky. Basically, it's just my initials and my zip code. And I thought it was clever at the time. And, you know, at the time, it worked fine for what I needed it to work for, you know, which is just basically, you know, I wasn't trying to get anybody to come to my channel. I was just using YouTube to link videos to websites and things like that. So, you know, I guess everybody has it. Whoa, I totally killed that guy. Haha, that's awesome. Whoa, that's big. Okay, well, I'm just going to let you finish that up. And that's big. How on earth did I let that guy kill me? You kidding me? Man. I need to check after Minuteman. I'm sure I'll sub. Minuteman's good people. You should sub. Don't mean to ignore. Although on your saw your customers make cool videos about the product. You got me hooked on this game. I know, right? This game is like, it's incredibly addictive. I'm sitting here shaking my arm right now, so that I can so that I can go another round. Let me down some more coffee. Shake out the arm again. Oh, ooh, yeah, it's easy to get hooked on this game. Grab me another homemade cigarette, made from real tobacco, the good stuff. Yep. Cigarettes that don't taste like paper and don't hurt my breathing. Huh, imagine that. Can you tell me why some people get freaked out by a name change on YouTube?
Science feels nice.
Let me make this go away. Oh, wait, go away. Okay. People get freaked out by name changes because, you know, expectations are premeditated resentments, and what that means is if you expect something is going to happen and you expect something out of somebody and they don't deliver, it doesn't matter if it's even a positive or a negative thing. People like to get what they expect, you know, and you got to be very careful about making changes because you could tick somebody off for something as easy as a name change and not even realize it, which is why I'm going with both names for a very long time. I might even do it till the end of freaking September, or maybe more, just because if you suddenly make a change on somebody, then they're like, well, who is this guy? I don't know who this is. Why am I following you? And then they'll stop following you. So you got to be really careful, especially when you've done a lot of branding and a lot of advertising, which I have with my channel. Got to be careful of what you do with your brand. Willy-nilly making a lot of major changes is not a good idea. Now you can change the avatars and the I guess your banner and things like that, but changing your brand name, you have to be very careful, you know. And if you do change it, like I said, it's got to be a process. You have to be patient with it, which is why I'm going to be DWW25921 Llama Monster for a long time, until I think that people associate DWW with Llama Monster, and then it'll be good to just go with the Llama Monster. But whoa! But you don't want to. Got to be careful with changes. People are strange about changes, you know, expectations and all. People expect a certain thing, and that's what they want to get. You don't want to give them any surprises. People pretend they like surprises, but they really don't. I'm using the name The Gent, but I also use Rusty Shackelford. Well, that's cool, man. I actually have 2 channels, and of course what I name my other one isn't really that important, but I haven't really decided what to name the other one yet. I should probably come up with something. I don't know. Oh, Brandon DeGent. I don't know if I've met you or not. Here, let me go check real quick. I'm probably going to die, but that's okay. Let's see. Go to channel. Let's see. Gotta go up here. I'm subbed. I must be a new sub. I've watched a couple of your videos. Huh. Why don't I remember? That looks like a cop car. My Explorer looks like the front of a cop car too. Got a ton of content. I know I've been here before. I follow so many people. I think you might be new. Let's see. Wow. You're doing fantastic. For 120 subs to get as many views as you're getting every day, you're doing something right, buddy. And he's gradually moving up too. Huh. Good for you. That's a nice little channel. NASCAR stuff. I can dig it. All right, I just had to check you out for a minute because I didn't remember. It looks like I died. Yeah, he's doing pretty good. Gulp, 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 gulp. Yeah, Brendan's got a lot of views for, he must, oh, I should have looked at his tags. That was probably why. I don't know. I didn't really do a full examination, but he seems to be doing pretty well. I don't really examine other people's channels much. Too busy trying to figure out my own and all this analytical stuff. It can get very tiresome. Figuring out what the algorithm wants, and I don't know. Yeah, sub that guy. He's doing pretty good. Oops. That guy just rammed right into me. And I ate him for lunch. Alrighty. I probably shouldn't have checked it right in the middle of a game, though. Oh, I have a habit of getting distracted and then just moving on to other stuff. Why did that guy just ram right into me? I mean, straight up just rammed right into me, and I'm dead. Okay. Oh, goodness. I wonder how many people are here. I don't even know. We got 4? That's pretty solid. I mean, you know, for a Monday afternoon, they say that Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are the worst days of the week to live stream. The best days are Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Apparently, according to the analytics research that I've done. So naturally, that's not when I do live streams, you know. I don't know why I bother to look up that stuff when I do what I want to do anyway, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I know what's best. I just don't care. I feel like doing it now, you know, that kind of thing. But whatever, man, whatever makes you happy. Are you in a comfy chair? It's my butt is actually kind of starting to hurt a little bit. Longest live stream I ever did was actually was last Wednesday. I was sitting here for about 4 hours, and you want to talk about aching? I sounded like an old guy. I got up from the chair. I was like, "Arr, arr." It's like, man, whoa! All these people zipping around me. I'm not even really that close to the center. Usually, all the people like to mosh pit in the center. That's like a free-for-all in there, man. This guy's gonna try to kill me, and I got him. He tried to sneak up on me, and I taught him something about life, and I ate him all. Yep. So that's how you do that. Now, if I could just do that like all the time, things would be great. But I don't do that all the time, because sometimes I'm distracted really easily. That guy just rammed right into me. It's like, okay, you can do that. You can ram right into me. It's all good. I go through a lot of chairs. I have one that's a little bit well, it's not like more comfortable, but it's just I have a heavier one that I use. I think, did I put that in the basement or is that in the guest room? I don't know. Somewhere around here. I have a very small house. You'd think I'd be able to keep track of where stuff is. Crazy. Move to the couch. Yeah, I can't do the couch because I don't have a laptop. I have a desktop. I've never really liked laptops. Maybe it's because I have freakishly large hands. You know, it just seems awkward for me. I like to spread out a little bit. Like if you've seen this desk that I'm at, it's huge. It's probably about 5 feet long. Whoa, that's big. And I don't know, a good 3.5 feet wide. It's a really big desk. I don't remember where I got it. Am I doing a swap meet thing again soon? And that's the end of the universe. Yeah, I got a couple of videos scheduled, which is awesome. I pre-schedule videos a lot because I have you know, sometimes I get inspired and sometimes I don't, you know, and you're not always feeling inspired, so I'll make videos. I might make 5 or 6 videos in a day if I'm feeling inspired, and then I'll just schedule them, you know. So I auto post at 9 o'clock every morning. It makes it a lot easier, so that I can focus on doing stuff like this. You know, on the side, so it works out. There's another big one. Wonder where he's going. Why are all the big ones hanging around on the side? M-E-M-E-S. Looks like Jukesy likes memes. I actually made I made a ton of memes of my cat. You know, like the whole global domination type thing. And and yeah, like you know, Kitty thinks of nothing but murder all day, you know, that kind of thing. I should do another one. That's like an old video. I have like 1,200 videos. I mean, I got tons and tons and tons and tons of content, and I don't even remember half the stuff that I've posted. It's like, oh yeah, and I do that a year ago? I don't remember. Yeah, I do try to, I have been good about doing a video every day. So that's good. And I might do an extra one too, every now and then. So I post at least once a day. This is my second live stream today, which is usually a bit more than I do, but it just kind of worked out. Does my worm seem a little bit slower to you? Maybe it's because it's bigger. I think it has something to do with the frame rate per second or something, with the screen capture software maybe. I don't know. Don't know. Man, I'm gonna go towards the center, see if I can't get somebody. Of course, this is gonna be me dying. Oh man, I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. I'm probably gonna come on again later after this one, maybe. I'm getting pretty big though, so whoever eats me, there's gonna be a feeding frenzy on. See if I can get somebody. Oh no! Oh, that always happens to me when I get towards the center. When can you look up 1,000 rounds by Poya and Ghostamine? I don't know, but I'm intrigued as to what that is, so we'll do that real quick. Let me see here. Let's go to YouTube. So what are you telling me to look up? And why am I doing this? Oh, it's a music video. Buffet Boys. You know what you need to do, Jokesy, is I'll tell you. Because you want to share music. See this fella right here, Minuteman Homestead? He actually does DJ type music on his channel, right? So if you were to send a link during one of his live streams, he'd actually play that for you, which is pretty cool. So so you, Jukesy, need to go up here and follow Minuteman Homestead. He actually plays music, I think 5 at a time, and then he refreshes, and then he plays 5 more songs. But you can like leave requests and everything. It's like totally a DJ thing going on. So I'm not gonna watch it right now because of copyright. But yeah, you should totally do that. And he'll play it too during one of his live streams. So definitely follow Minuteman Homestead. He's a good guy, a solid fella. He doesn't put up with crap, but he's a good guy. You know. So yeah, that's cool, man. Going to get some rest. I'm headed out. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here because I get a little hungry, and I'm going to go call a buddy and probably go find something to eat somewhere. But I'll probably be on a little bit later. I appreciate you guys for watching. Thanks for that. And you know, it was fun. It was fun. We had good times. Thanks again, Jenna and everybody else who showed up. That was pretty awesome. And y'all have an absolutely wonderful day. I'll see y'all on the flip side. I don't know, maybe an hour or two I'll be back. I don't know. I don't know. So thanks again, and I'm out.